Hi, this is Emily from Tailored Industry. I'm going to wait for a few people to jump on here. And so this is Emily from Tailored Industry. We are a knitwear factory in Brooklyn and on-demand software platform. So I'm going to be showing you today the example of how to submit customizations on our platform, how to access over 100 styles that we have through the platform, and how you can knit and drop ship them directly to your customer with our 3-day turnaround. So I'm going to wait a few moments to get some more people on here. You can see behind me, I'm actually in our showroom right now, and our factory is right next door. We have Shima whole garment 3D knitting machines at the factory. All of the machines, all of our production is done right here in Brooklyn. So we have machines that make the whole sweater in one piece. So it's knit all the way from the bottom edge up to the top, and there is no linking that is done. So it's pretty seamless, so to speak. And the beauty of it is that the majority of the work is done on the machine. So we can do the whole process of knitting and preparing your garment for shipping really quickly and efficiently. And drop ship it directly to your customer with our 3-day turnaround via our software platform, or proprietary software platform with Tailored Industry. So I will show you in a moment what that looks like. You can see in the background we have our showroom here. You can make appointments with me to visit the showroom and visit the factory, see the machines working, and see some of our samples and some of our examples. So we're currently doing a photo shoot. You can see behind me there's a lot going on. We've just added a whole capsule of spring styles to our library of styles, which I'll show you. And we're shooting them so that you get more insight into our stitches, our capabilities, silhouette that we can do. So we are able to knit pullovers, cardigans, hoodies, joggers, swimwear even, and we can knit it all on demand. So you don't have to worry about fulfillment, you don't have to worry about having a DC, you don't have to worry about inventory. We do your fulfillment for you for knitwear, and you have no liability of inventory and don't have to put things on sale. You get a lot more bang for your buck and only produce what you sell, and only produce after you've sold it, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and show you our platform, show you an example of one of our brand partners. They're actually on our designer tier. So we're doing this through manufacturing as a service. We have different tiers of membership that allow you to do different levels of customization. So our example today is Smith & Parka. They are on our designer tier. They have taken a handful of our pre-existing styles and added detailing to be specific for their brand. So I will show you sort of the process that they went through and then the end product, which looks really great. They were able to do this whole process with us of making adjustments, getting it on their website in a matter of days, really, actually, because he took a style that we had, added his logo to it, and launched it after doing a photo shoot with the samples. We got the sample to him in a matter of about 2 weeks, I think, and actually maybe less. And he was able to shoot it, launch it on his website, integrate his Shopify. So we have a Shopify app that you download, you connect your SKUs, and you can make it go live as soon as you want, because we will be doing your fulfillment with our 3-day turnaround. You can have any special packaging, excuse me, that you may want, any special inserts and tissue paper, and we will do it all to your specifications and drop ship directly to your customer. So I will share my screen. And again, this is Emily at Tailored Industry. I'm Director of Partnerships, and you can make appointments through, if you go to makersrow.com/tailored-industry, you can reach us. You can reach me specifically, and you can make a visit to our factory. You can schedule a demo so we can talk through what you're looking to do with knitwear. And we can knit for you, set up your styles, and help you drop ship directly to your customer with 3-day turnaround. So we have luxury knitwear here that you can develop, and it's all produced right here in Brooklyn at Tailored Industry. We're in Industry City, right above Japan Village, and you can always come and visit me at the showroom here. So I'm going to share my screen, show you sort of the process of developing a style with us. So when you sign up with us, oh, and by the way, I can't see the chat, so I'm going to go through this, and then I'll come back to the chat and answer any questions you may have. So if you want to throw any questions in the chat, I'll come back and answer them as I can. So when you sign up with us, you have access to our dashboard, SamplingOS, and ProductionOS. This is really following your development from development stage through production, all in one place. So the Silhouette Toolkit is our library of over 100 styles, men's and women's, and accessories in 4 yarns that we carry here. We have 100% cashmere from Todd and Duncan of Scotland, 100% merino, Biella, Italy, 100% cotton spun in Italy, and we have Eco Viscose, which is a stretch viscose. It's more performance-based. You can see some examples of the styles that we have on offer here, and we are going to be adding to these quarterly. So we just added a whole handful of spring and summer styles, the idea being that even as of today, the end of April, if you wanted to add some of these styles to your collection and offer them tomorrow, you could. Send us your labels, you can white label it. You can add to our development studio and make adjustments and get a new sample in a matter of 2 weeks, and then do your photo shoot, launch it on your website, have it ready to go. So Smith & Parka, this is the example I'm going to be using. I'll show you the end product and then show you how he got there. So this is David of Smith Parka. He launched 3 beautiful styles, a jogger, crew neck, and hoodie with his logo on it and with the color combo of our yarn that he wanted. So all 3 of these styles were developed within about 2 weeks. We got them to him. He did his photo shoots. He connected his Shopify. So we have a Shopify app you can connect, and launched it immediately. So we're currently knitting his styles and drop shipping directly to his customer. He doesn't have to touch any of the production. He doesn't have to worry about any of the production, really. So really where he started was finding styles that he wanted to work with. So Carter Brooklyn, this is one of our Silhouette Toolkit styles. You can see it has a logo on it. The stitch on the logo is actually knit into the garment. So it's not applied, it's not embroidered or embossed, it's actually part of the knit stitch. So what you can do is just add it to your development studio here. So right on the platform, it turns into a PLM system. You can see all of your, you can adjust all your grading rules and specs if you'd like. And then in detail adjustments, you can edit them and upload pictures. I'm going to use an example of something that we have in here. So for example, you can add in your technical details right here. So this is where you create your tech pack and you can submit it right away. Once you've submitted your tech pack, we will work on the adjustments, send you a sample, and once you approve the sample, it goes right into my collection here. So you can see we add a photo of the piece, and this is where we've created a style page. So your style will have its own style page. It has all of the colorways that you want. If you wanted multiple colorways, say you could do he did 3 colorways, you could do 5. We have our pre-programmed sizes. In our designer tier, you can also add graded sizes. So if you want to go up to double XL, you can do that as well. There's just a setup fee for it. And you can see all of your unit costs. So we do offer bulk ordering if you would like to do 250 pieces. if you have a wholesale order that comes in. Or more importantly, we have our on-demand pricing. So this is literally you have your one photo shoot sample, you launch this on your website with our Shopify app, you start selling tomorrow. Once we have a price breakdown for on-demand. So once you start selling these one piece at a time and you accrue 50 orders, your unit price will go down, and then it goes down again at 100 items sold, etc. So the more pieces that you sell, the more your price goes down. You will also be able all of your specs and grading down here. So if you're getting feedback, like, say you have it for sale for a month or two, and you're like, the feedback is that it should be longer or shorter, you can check out the specs that you're working with. You can put it back in the development studio, make some changes, and get that new style launched. Or maybe you want a short sleeve hoodie. Put it in the development studio, say, make the sleeve 15 inches from center back. And then we can make the change and launch it, within another 2 weeks or so. So you can make quick changes really quickly. You can get your product to the customer really quickly. We also have like all the labeling details that you may want. So he sent us, you send us your labels, you send us any hang tags that you want to put in there. And then we have our SKU code. So this is for our Shopify integration. We have Shopify app you download, connect your store to our platform and copy over your SKUs, and you're good to go. Basically, when an order comes in, you have one step to click fulfill. It pushes right to our side, and we will knit and drop ship to your customer with that 3-day turnaround. And then it's selling, you can see your orders coming in through the production OS. The Shopify orders will show up as Shopify, and you can see tracking. You can see if your order is in production or shipped. So it's all in one place here. So going back here, just to sort of review, and then you have your collection, you have your styles, you can place orders directly through the platform as well. So a big part of this to start, where do I start, right? Start by signing up at partners.tailoredindustry.com. You can also start by going to makersrow.com/tailored-industry and contacting me, doing a demo. We can get you set up on the platform and order some styles. So you order some samples, see how they fit, see what changes you want to make, or if you don't want to make any changes, just offer them as is, white label it. I will go through, I'm going to jump back to the studio to see if there's any questions. Nope. So if, I think next I will go through how the pricing works. So this is manufacturing as a service, and we're doing this basically as a membership. So subscription membership plan, however you want to term it. For free, you can log in, you can see all of our styles, you can see all the pricing, you can see what the styles look like in the 4 different yarns that we offer. The private label is your first paid tier. So this is where you can access on-demand pricing, and this is where you can access all of the styles, send us your labels, launch just as is with our yarn and our grading. You can add some design details in color through the private label as well. So you could add a contrast color tipping, contrast trim, some 2 to 3 color stripes, and get your styles selling ASAP. On our designer tier, which is $6.99 a month or $7,000 for the year, this is what Smith & Park is on. That is where you're able to do spec adjustments. You're able to add design details. So this is where if you say, hey, I want to make a XXL, I want to grade differently, I want to make this sweatshirt into a tunic, you can do a lot with our base core styles. Then growth tier, $1,500 a month or $15,000 for the year. This is really your all one-stop shop for custom yarn, custom styles, all knit on demand. So if you are committed to a sustainable mode of production, you're launching a handful of styles each season, this is your way to go, because you can use your own proprietary or your own yarn. I can help you source it. You also get me as part of that growth annual tier for custom on-demand fulfillment. My background is knitwear design and knitwear sourcing, tech design, everything. So if you need help finding a yarn that you want or input on spec adjustments, if you want to do fittings with us directly, you can do that in the growth tier. But really, private label and designer tier, these are your entryways into offering knitwear in your line. You can really quickly get access to all of these styles. You can go in, see all of the colors that we have available, add to your collection here. So if you go into my collection, you can make a whole merchandised area of styles and launch these essentially tomorrow with sign up. So I'm going to jump back to the live chat and see if there are any questions. Yes, tell us how you consider environmental sustainability in design and production. So this is a hugely sustainable way to produce. So typical production for knitwear, you're ordering 500 pieces per style. 300 to 500 pieces is a typical factory minimum for one style. And a traditional or typical sell-through for a brand is about 40 to 60%, 60% on a really good day. So at the end of the day, you launch one style, you're sitting on about 300 pieces that you haven't sold, you have to put on sale. I don't know what companies do with them in the end, to be honest. Not good things. So the beauty of our on-demand fulfillment is that we are only knitting what has sold to a customer. So your order is coming in through e-commerce or in your store. If you have a brick and mortar and you want to have, one piece of a style for sale on offering, and then we can make to order the orders as they come in. And then in terms of the materials, so we do offer 4 yarns here to start with. The 100% cashmere is the natural material, is biodegradable. It's spun in Scotland, and they have a very stringent and very intense methods for cleaning their water after dyeing. There's a lot of information about that I can share with you. Again, 100% merino is a natural fiber. It's going to biodegrade eventually if you put a sweater in the ground, I guess. The eco viscose that we carry is certified, lensing certified viscose, and that comes from regenerative forests. And then our 100% cotton, again, is cotton. So also natural fiber. It's not organic cotton. It is spun in Italy. And in our growth tier, I am able to help you source different yarns depending on what you're looking for in terms of sustainability aspects of the yarn. So if you want the yarn to be undyed, we can find that. If you need organic cotton, we can find that. There's a lot of different routes there. So yeah, the great thing with our platform is it's domestic manufacturing. It's tailored industry. We're here right in Brooklyn. The factory is right next door. You can make an appointment to visit the factory, come visit the showroom. You'll be meeting with me. I am currently in the showroom in Industry City. And the factory, another question about sustainability of the production facility. So our factory is all in one place. I mean, it's here in New York. We have great benefits for our employees. All of the knitting and washing and drying is done on the premises. There is washing done to the garments. Basically, when yarn comes in on a cone, it has a sort of wax finish to it so that it can go through the machines properly. And the washing process takes off the additional materials that are on the fiber itself and makes it lofty. So yeah, that's the only real aspect of, that I would say might be a wasteful thing. So we have, the nice thing with the garments too is that they're all 3D knit. So there is no cutting and sewing. These aren't cut and sew. This is not wovens. It is knit on the machine just like this. This sweater came off the machine looking just like this. And there's there's a few strands that are tucked in at the end. And that's about it. So it's a really great way to market your product as well. So the idea of 3D knitting is a very sustainable option. The idea that you're doing domestic manufacturing is great as well. You're not shipping things overseas. You don't have the freight and the air travel. And yeah, we can ship directly to your customer with that 3-day turnaround. If you go to makersrow.com/tailored-industry, and I can put it into the chat here too. You can find us, you can find me. I'm also just sales@tailoredindustry.com. And my name is Emily again, and I am so happy to have met with you guys. So I'm going to give a few more seconds if anyone has any other questions. I'll give a little recap of the factory. So this is Tailored Industry. We're in Brooklyn, New York. It is 3D knitting is our factory. So our knitting machines knit the whole garment all in one piece. So essentially from the bottom hem all the way up to the neck trim, the body is knitting and the sleeves are knitting all at once. And then the neck trim is knit and comes off the machine all in one piece. So there's very little finishing that needs to be done. We can do some sewing. So we can sew on patch pockets and plackets to polos, and elastic into waistbands, things like that. So, but yeah, you can make hoodies and joggers and pullovers and all sorts of categories here. We've even done custom swimwear. So just sourcing the right kind of yarns for swim, we can do 3D knit swimwear as well. Yeah, so spring styles close up. I actually have one right here, and then I can go behind me and grab some. This is it's a nice little cotton tank dress that we have now. We have a lot of fit and flare pieces. So this is a nice little rib piece. The nice thing with the 3D knitting machines are the stitches that you can do. You can do really beautiful cables. You can do ribs and moving ribs, things like that. PK stitch, we just launched a PK polo that looks sort of like your very traditional polo, but it is a 3D knit version. So it's pretty cool to see. And yeah, so if you go on to makersrow.com/tailor-industry, you can make an appointment with me to see more styles, either through a video chat or through a factory visit, and come and visit us and check out the different styles. So yeah, we do fully custom. So through our manufacturing platform for 3D knitwear, we have a 3-tiered system for your membership. So right at your entry level point is our private label tier. You get access to over 100 styles that we have developed, including this new style that we're going to actually photograph and stick up on there today. We have a lot of fit and flare dresses actually for summer, which is nice. But yeah, basically starting at the entry point, it's $2.99 a month, and you get access to over 100 styles that you can send us your labels for, and we can knit and drop ship directly to your customer tomorrow. So in terms of sort of aftermarket things, one of the questions is, can we do embroidery and screen printing? No embroidery or screen printing. We like to do everything on the one 3D knit machine. So if you wanted your logo, it could be in a contrast stitch, just like our Brooklyn hoodie that Smith Parka worked with. There's a lot you can do with stitches and pointelle stitches. So we have a lot of brands that want to take our, merino pullover underpinning and make it into like a techie hiking thing. So you can put pointelles under the arms. You can add some rib details, things like that. So please reach out to me if you want to learn more about our factory. Go to makersrow.com/tailor-industry. I will show you more about our platform, our 3D knitting, how you can launch tomorrow and send us your labels, and what's to come. So I think each season we are launching, or we're adding to our silhouette toolkit 10 to 20 styles that will be added to the catalog. So right now for spring, we just added a whole capsule of men's and women's, more of the cotton and eco viscose styles. And the next launch that we'll be doing, the next drop that we'll be doing is more into textures. So we're going to be exploring more stitch textures and doing a mesh polo and doing pointelle polo and doing some more logoing. So a cool thing that you can do with contrast stitches is having like an all over logo. You can have your logo on the trim, things like that. So ways of getting your branding directly onto the garment. My name is Emily, and this is Tailored Industry. And yeah, I'm really excited that I was able to show you the platform today. I'd love to have you either visit the factory or give me a video call, and I can show you some more pieces on there. If you want to reach out and send me some of your ideas and what you're looking for too, I can send you some reference photos of things that we've done. And I appreciate you all coming out and listening to our live stream. If you have any questions, just shoot them to me through Maker's Row. And I thank you all. Thank you, thank you. Here, I'll put it, where to find us on here again. makersrow.com/tailored industry. Great. Thank you all. I really appreciate it. Have a great day.